You have now taken the time to go through all of the different modules on how to overcome challenges that you are facing with HPV vaccination with strategies that work. You have looked at how to engage with education, the education system to in order to vaccinate eligible girls and boys with the HPV vaccine. You also saw how to engage with community leaders and influencers, how to appropriately communicate your message. So now the next thing you have to do is to get into the certification aspects of this peer learning exercise, and you have a series of peer learning activities that you need to complete in order to earn certification. First and foremost, I'd like to encourage you to read everything that you will need to receive your certificate at the end of this course. Now, how do you engage with these peer learning activities? You'll need to meet a number of certification requirements. You submit your thoughtful answers to 3 peer learning questions. You'll give feedback by acting as a supportive peer reviewer for 3 of your colleagues. You'll receive feedback by reading the comments that your peers shared with you on how you could improve upon your action plan, and then you reflect by writing a short final reflection on how you use the feedback you received to improve your practice. So learners who have successfully completed this entire process will earn a certificate recognizing your leadership commitment and participation, and also you'll have access to a private forum that will be an opportunity for you to network, to ask questions, and to continue the conversation with a dedicated group of colleagues from around the world who completed the course with you. So now we have to get through the elements of this module, this certification module. One thing you'll notice is that there are only 3 elements that are highlighted. It means they don't require any prerequisites for you to access them. Those that are not highlighted means that there are particular requirements that you need to fulfill in order to be able to access these elements. So the first thing is check what you need to qualify for certification, and then I'll open this. So basically here it is for you to be able to track your progress. It is not a grade. It just helps you to track your progress through the community's peer dialogue. Do not be so there are 2 statuses that you can see, one in red which is failed, one in green which is passed. But do not be discouraged by the field. This is normal. The system uses this word, but for us it simply means that your peer dialogue or your participation in the peer review process is still in progress. So once you and your colleagues you complete all the steps, your status will change to pass, showing that your progress is completed. And so you need to share your experience. That's 20%. The peer review process is 45%. You reflecting on the feedback you have received is 15%, and then checking with your team is 10%, and then receiving your feedback is 15%. So each time you complete a task, you will see that you would have earned a score here, and the sum total of the score will be shown here as well. So you can then go to the next step. Now, for you to begin this peer learning activity, you need to check in with your team. That is, at the beginning, in the Get Started section, we asked you to invite your colleagues to join you in this peer learning journey. Before you start the course, we would like to invite you again to share the invitation privately with a couple of colleagues or a trusted friend whom you want to participate in this exercise with you. You can also reach out to them to remind them if they have started the course, encourage them to join, and tell them that you are about to start the planning section and that you will value their input, and that input will be useful to you if and only if they are able to join the platform. Also, if your original colleagues cannot join, you can as well invite someone else. And as always, you can click on any of these links that are shown here for each of the social media platforms, or the inboxes where you can meet or you can invite your colleagues. Once you have confirmed at least 3 colleagues are ready to start certification, you click on mark as completed below. So, and you are likely already working with a team to deliver the HPV vaccine. So think about the specific people you work with every day. They are the ones that should be most concerned and most involved in this course. So once that is done, mark as completed, and then you'll be ready to move to the very first step of the peer learning activity, which is sharing your experience. So I'll just click to next to get to that. And in our next video, we are going to see how you can share your experience on this platform. See you soon.